Thank you everyone. Uh, in this video I discuss about noise pollution or sound pollution. Before going to the sound or noise pollution, we divide the sound into two categories or two classes depending on the feelings and sensation created in our brain on receive the sound. One is musical sound and another is the noise. Now, what is musical sound? When the vibrating object vibrates regularly, continuously and periodically, then the sound produced by that vibrating object is treated as musical sound. And noise, if the vibrating object vibrates irregularly, discontinuously or non-periodically, then the produced sound is taken as noise. That means musical sound is produced due to the regular, continuous and periodic vibration of the vibrating object. But noise is produced due to the irregular, discontinuous and non-periodic vibration of the vibrating object. Now, we measure the frequency of the sound by hertz, and the frequency in between 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz are audible sound. But higher frequency of the sound is annoyance to us. Also, the intensity, that means the loudness, loudness of the sound is measured by decibel. If the intensity of the sound is limited below 65 decibel, it is not discomfort to us. But when this decibel level, that means if the intensity of the sound crosses 65 decibel, it starts causing uneasiness to us. So high frequency sound and high loud sound produce discomfort in our brain. Not only these two, also the duration of time also. So the sound pollution at a particular place is determined by the following three factors. One is the loudness of the sound, another is the duration of sound, and another is the frequency of the sound. That means if the loudness is more than 65 decibel, it is treated as a sound pollution. If the sound is prolongated for a long time, then it is also treated as a sound pollution, or the high frequency sound is also the causes for the sound pollution. Now, what are the effects of the sound pollution? First of all, it is the hearing problem. It is the hearing problem. Another is it is our health issue, headache, like that. Also, it is the issue for our cardiovascular issue. Another is the troubling communication, and also it is affect our, that means affect the wildlife. Now, how you control these noise pollutions? There are many procedures are there to control the noise pollution. Their categories are the three category as three. Number one, first of all, the controlling the sources. That means the from where the sound is producing. Sound it includes the modification of sources like as acoustic treatment of machinery surface by using lubricants, by changing the design of the machines, limiting the operational times, and also the prohibitions of uses of loudspeaker and horn unnecessarily, and also must be replacing the old machineries by the new one. If you take these steps, then the sound pollution may be minimized. Now the another is the transmission of path intervention. That means if you cut the path of the sound propagation, then also it is another way to minimize the sound pollution. How? Containing the source of sound inside a sound insulating enclosure. That means the machine which produce this noise, if you put it in a sound insulating enclosure, then sound pollution will be minimized. By using the sealed glass wall constructions, constructing a noise barrier, or provisions of sound absorbing material. If you take these steps, then the sound pollution will be minimized. Now the another or last one is the receptor control. That means if the sound does not received by the workers for a long time, this is known as the receptor control. This includes protection of the receiver. How? By first one is by alternating the work schedule. If the worker works in this machinery which produce the sound noise, that is the sound pollution, if they work after a certain interval, then it will be the good for the workers. Or secondly, the provisions of the personal protections by using the earplug when operating the noise machinery. These are the steps. If you take these steps, then the sound pollution will be minimized. Thank you.